What up, guys? It's your boys Vico's here. Today we're going to talk about the intro call. What other people use to throw it is the triage call. So there could be many names throwing around, but it's basically a qualification call between you and the prospects to make sure that you guys are a good fit for each other. So in this call, it's actually a live training of me and my closer. We're going to go through some of the concept and the actual mind maps on how to conduct a call, what kind of question to ask people, and the thought process behind those questions. So you need to know actually why you're asking those questions in the first place. Now, it's very important that you actually understand that this is one of the most crucial part in the entire sales process, the introduction or the qualification call, because of two things. Number one is that it actually qualifies people. So if you know how to conduct this properly, the lead that coming in to your demo call, which is the closing call, is going to be a lot qualified, and therefore it's going to be increasing your closing rate. By having a good qualification call and a strict, like high standard triage call, by doing it properly, you will increase your closing rate as a byproduct of that. And the second part is also your show up rate. Now, a lot of people in the agency space have big problem about showing up rate. By having a good triage call or a good intro call, you're gonna be like qualify them and actually get into their motive, like why they want to do this in the first place. And by actually asking them the right question and get into their real motive, they actually respect you and actually want to talk to you more because they feel like you're a professional and you're an expert, which you are. So by actually doing this, you will increase your show up rate and your close rate as a byproduct. So if anyone who click on this video, you probably know this is going to be a longer training, unlike our other videos. So make sure that you sit down properly, have a cup of tea in front of you, and feel free to actually take some notes. This is an actual live training of me and one of my closer. Okay, and the bonus is we're actually gonna do a live call in that training. Okay, so you actually can not knowing the theory and the concept, but you can see the whole live call. So make sure that you watch till the end, and if you do watch it till the end, we're gonna give you a bonus gift at the end. So make sure that you subscribe, share this video, and hit that notification bell. Right, we also have a Facebook group down below. Check it out, and I will see you soon. You have a bait, right? You get them to catch the bait and agree with the bait, and then you get them to answer your question by ask. Whoever asks question have control, okay? But first, you can't ask them until they agree with the bait, okay? And when you ask them, you want to inflict pain. And this thing all seems simple, but it freaking takes time and skill. And to inflict pain, you have to know the outcome. Make sense? So if the bait say, I'm going to help you cure cancer, which is an attractive bait, but then you start to ask people about how much they make in a year and what's their income goal, it's fucking not aligned. You know what I mean? So let's put it into the context that you understand. What is our bait? 20 to 30 appraisal on automation without door knocks and cold call. That's the bait. Is it something that you want to chat about? Something that you want to explore further into? Cool. Let me just ask you some basic questions so I can understand your business and your situation, okay? So, firstly, what are you currently doing right now in terms of appraisal and listing? Like, what are you currently doing right now? I'm doing like cold call, door knocks and all that stuff, referral and all that stuff. And then you go to the script, like, how is that working out? Oh, it's good. Okay, what would you change if you could, though? Like, and I know it's good, I can appreciate that. What would you change if you could, though? And if they keep resisting, it's good, man. I don't have any problem. That's cool, like, you know, I'm sure you have a healthy business and a healthy pipeline. But you did mention a minute ago that you can't take on more work, right? Because 20 to 30 appraisal, like, you always want more, right? Which is an outcome. They always want more money, which is more volume, right? Like you mentioned, like, you get them to agree, like, you want more work, right? You can't take on more work. And like any agent would say yes to that. Like, you're an agent yourself, like, if someone said you can take on more listing, you want to take on more, like, you can take on more listing, correct?
Yeah.
You want to though? Like, do you want to take on more listing?
For me, it's different model to the step.
It's just a role play thing.
A role play, okay.
Yeah. So like you ask them, like, you can take on more listing though, right? And you want to take on more listing, right? And they say yeah. Well, what are you currently doing right now though to get more listing?
What if they say no?
What do you mean no? Like, what are you currently doing right now though to get more volume up?
At the moment, I'm at the capacity. I can't take on more work.
Well, then we should catch up and we'll talk more when you have the capacity to take on more work. Because we can't sell music to a deaf person.
Okay.
There's nothing there to do to help. But if you're very skillful, every person have a problem. Like, okay, like, what is the current challenge in your business right now if you're at full capacity? Like, maybe they're working 90 hours a week, right? It's like, what is what is the challenge right now, and they may not tell you that. Like, no one wants to admit their problem to their challenge to someone that they don't know or they don't trust. Like, you can't go in the street and challenge someone like, hey man, can I challenge your belief? Like, it doesn't work like that. You have to have skill, rapport, and thing, right?
Mm.
Do you understand the workflow here?
Yeah. So first is get the attention by the bait, and then ask them questions to understand their pain and provide the outcome, and talk about the outcome, but it has to link with the bait.
Let's do a role play, all right?
Mm.
Hey man, I'm just gonna skip to the ask. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you some, like, what we find work well in this call is I normally start off by asking you some basic question about the business. Just want to make sure that what we have can actually help you. Is that okay with you, Fong?
Okay. Yeah.
So what are you currently doing right now to get appraisal and listing?
Just from organic lead that they contact me, from referral, door knocks, do some flyer drop. Yeah.
Okay, so the couple of things there, you get some inbound lead, which is organic. That's cool. That's strong. That's healthy. And you get some door knocks and flyers, like in terms of prospecting, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is that working out for you so far? The door knocks and the flyer. How's that working out for you so far?
Yeah, we're doing it weekly, but it's very time consuming. Okay.
What do you mean by time consuming?
So for the door knock, there's only a certain number of doors that I can knock, right? I have my assistant doing that as well, but there's only a certain number of doors that she can do. Flyers, mail drops, flyers, not very effective nowadays, but we have that running at the moment.
Okay, do you feel like what you're doing right now is not getting like the number that you want in terms of appraisal? Like, it's not generating enough appraisal, you feel like?
We get appraisals, but not to the number that I want.
And why do you feel that way? Because it's not effective?
I think because of a time limit that each person can have.
Okay, so it's more like a human constraint thing, like a time.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we can help, man. Would you like me to tell you a bit more on what we do?
Yes.
So
please.
what we do is that we work with agents and agency all across Australia and New Zealand. So Harcourt, Ray White, Area Specialist, LG Hooker, you name it. We have them put in process and system that allow them to generate 20 to 30 automated appraisal without that human constraint, right? Because like, when it comes to door knocks and cold call, there's only so many hours that you can do in a day. And what we do is that we have an automated appraisal generating system that gonna be act as an extra avenue on top of your current prospecting channel. Make sense?
Yeah.
So what we typically do now is we invite you to a Zoom call where we're gonna actually show you how it works, like why it works, how it works, and who it works for. Blah blah blah. This stuff. Like it's really that short. Like, you just have to admit that they have a problem. They just have to admit that they have a problem. But most agents that I talk to, they in a huge denial. They have like, everything's good, man. It's good. That's the hard one. Like, if you say, like, if someone come to me like, oh, I just do door knocks and flyer and it's not working out, it's not effective, it's time consuming. Like, it's the problem is like right there. Like, you don't need to sell them on anything. And when you said, we can help you, man, would you like me to tell you more about what we do? You just tell them what they just said. If they said there's a time constraint, we said, oh, our system actually helped you with that time constraint. You know? If they said, like, my problem right now is, like, I don't have enough VA, I don't have enough salespeople, well, our system helps you generate, like, salespeople, qualified salespeople, which is not. Our system doesn't do that. But whatever that they say, you said our system do this, and it just reflect back, okay?
What if they don't admit that they have the problem?
That's why I want to say, like, you should have said that in the role play and being hard on me so I can help you with that, right? Right, do a role play, say you don't have a problem, right? Say, Kufang, how is door knocks and cold call working out for you so far?
Working very well, man. I get consistent number of appraisals I want per month.
Okay.
So I'm doing okay.
Fair enough. That's good. So, I mean, like, you mentioned, like, a minute ago, like, you want to take on, like, more work, right? Is that right?
Well, not really. At the moment, I'm at the capacity. So I'm very busy every day.
All right. Then we should talk back in 6 months. Like, do you want to talk back in 6 months so we can catch up when you have room to take on more work?
Okay.
Yeah. That's the gist of the call. If there are capacity, there's no point of pushing that.
So first you ask them, can you take on more work? Do you have the capacity to take on more work? That's a qualifying question.
I sent two or three call recording already, bro. Like of the good call. Just watch that. That's actually, best call one example here. You know exactly what I mean, right? But if you're gonna come tomorrow, bro, like I want you to start changing the pipeline, start removing people like time waster one, right?
Okay.
You want me to help analyze the call for you? Can you listen to the call? Can you hear the call?
Right now, are you playing?
Okay, but it's like sound like you're in the rush yesterday. And can you hear the call?
Yep.
All right, let's study it together. At 1.7. Okay. You said to give your boss background this time today.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Is my name about?
Yeah, I've got about 5 minutes, mate.
Sure. It's gonna be. I got about 5 minutes. You better pitch me real fast. I'm busy. All right. But I don't go beneath the frame. I go over the frame. Yeah, 3 minutes. I'll try to keep it short. But do you know who I am? Where I'm calling from? What I'm calling about?
Yep.
Like, do you know who I am? Like, you know what I mean?
Do you want to play it at the normal speed? I think you got fast forward.
I want it to go fast forward. Like, you can. Okay.
It's very fast.
All right. Cool. I go 1.2 then.
Yeah.
So I was like, do you know who I am? Like, that's the frame you want to be talking to. Do you know who I am? You know what I mean?
Oh, so you said you know who I am?
Yeah. Do you want to let's start from the beginning, man? Okay, but it's like sound like you're in the rush yesterday, and you said to give your boss background this time today.
Yep.
Is okay, cool. Is my name ringing bells?
Yeah, I've got about 5 minutes, mate.
Sure. It's gonna be 3 minutes. I'll try to keep it short. But do you know who I am? Where I'm calling from? What I'm calling about?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So, all right. So we pretty much help agents get more listing. Like that's the thing. That's something that you want to chat about, right? We want to talk with agents who can take on more work and actually want to take on more work. Is that you?
Yep.
Cool. All right, cool. What we find work well in the call, mate. I'm not sure if you have checked out our websites and our emails and stuff. We've been sending a couple to you. What we find work well is that we'll normally start off by asking you some basic questions, about your situation right now, just to see what we have can help you. Is that cool with you?
Yep.
What are you currently doing right now to get appraisal, man? So he was very defensive. He only give me yep, very short answer. He's not talkative, and he wanted to save time. Okay. The call is 12 minutes. Like he said, he only got 5 minutes, and I said I'm gonna take 3 minutes, but I gone over that because he respect when I ask them the right question. People don't feel like I'm wasting their time. Right. Look at the time of the call. It's 12:30.
Just been standing, mate. Letterbox drops, door knocks. Social media.
Okay, letterbox drops. And
I can't see your screen. Are you sharing the screen?
Huh?
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah.
I can't see your screen. It's stuck on that thing, that board.
Cool. Can you see?
Yeah.
Not really, mate. I don't find that work in this area very well.
Okay. Now, are you a independent agent or more like a sales associate here?
Independent.
Right. Do you work in a commission-based structure or credit debit?
Commission.
Right, commission only. That's good. Again, like you can see, he's very defensive. He's only give me a one-word answer, and he's only answer what I ask him. He's not expanding his answer. You know what I mean? And it's like your own. So you can tell, like, if I'm going to a closing call with him, a demo on a Zoom call, get it quick and he's straight to the point. Like, ask for the close. Like, he's not a talker, this guy. Business sort of thing, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And just so I know, are you in a new area right now, or are you like always in this area?
I'm in this area for 6 years now.
6 years or 6 months?
6 years.
Nice. So you got a lot of goodwill behind your back. I suppose you have database too, right? Right. Anyway, Jeff, how is the letterbox drops and the door knock work out for you so far? How do you feel that's working out in terms of hitting your volume right now, hitting your sales target right now?
Good.
It's good. See? You feel like you can see it's very defensive. It's good.
Yeah.
But like, people don't want to admit that they have problem, bro. Like, if they have a problem, you're gonna sell something to me, and I don't want to be you selling anything to me. Okay? But that's why I say it's the best call to learn from, because I'm getting someone that is close and defensive to open up. He's gonna open up at the end. Okay? Sorry?
It does what it needs to.
Do you feel like it's getting you enough volume?
Oh, look, you can always have more, but yeah.
Okay. What are you currently doing right now to get more?
What did you say?
What are you currently doing right now to get more?
Nothing is really changing. It really, a lot of my business is referral based as well. So the door knocking and the letterbox dropping is more just a consistency to keep other business coming in that I may not have been referred into. But I'd say 70% of my business is referral based.
Okay. And is the referral is it going strong, or it have like up and down sort of in the months?
Oh look, it's always there's always referrals coming in. It's more just timing around when the owner's ready.
Okay, cool. Because like a minute ago, you always say like, right now in terms of workload, there's always could be more. I'm just wondering, what are you currently doing right now to get more? Like, are you getting another guy to do more letterbox drops instead of you doing it yourself?
I'm looking at hiring an assistant. Yeah.
And all right, listening skill. Right? If he said he looking to hire someone, that means he have budget. That means he's the right prospect to talk to.
Yeah.
Because salary isn't cheap.
Yeah.
Now, if you jump on a Zoom call and you can help him make sense that by having the system, you probably don't need to hire someone that can replace the salary. Now, the system look very cheap, even though it's like 10K. Because the salary is like 50K, bro.
Yeah.
But then if I actually started asking him, this person that he hiring is doing admin work as well, which is our system cannot do. What is that system going to do, like in terms of activity?
They're basically going to run the buyer's side of my business.
Oh.
They're going to look after buyers. They're going to do the prospecting. They're going to do the file managing. So it's basically
looking after buyer file management. So our system cannot do that. So I don't think our system can change his mind about hiring this person. You're
going to be giving me the ability to focus on vendors and meeting new vendors.
Nice. So focus your time on the dollar productive, dollar generating activity. Nice. Makes sense. What about social media? You said you're doing
social media.
Yeah. Well, first of all, are you doing that or someone else is doing that?
I'm doing it now. I did have someone else doing it, but Ray White have very strict social media guidelines, and the work that the gentleman was doing for me fell outside of that. So I had to stop that.
Makes sense. So do you feel like the effort you're putting into social media, when you said social media, let's just be clear. Is that organic posting or is it like a paid ad?
It depends what it is.
No, the thing that you're doing right now, you said you're doing social media campaign right now. Is it just posting or is it boosting paid ad sort of thing?
Bit of both.
Okay, cool. Is it generating any appraisal listing out of it?
Yeah. Yep.
Like on average, how much would you say that, like in a month from social media?
Spending or how many listings?
How many appraisal generate from social media campaign?
About one or two a month.
Is that appraisal or listing? All right, cool. Note here, this is called probbing. You probably know what probbing is. P-R-O-B, probbing. You gotta, when people say something, you get to the bottom of it. Like, I like cucumber. Why do you like cucumber? I like the taste of it. Well, what made you like the taste of it? Because my mom overfeed me when I was a kid. Oh, okay. So that's what your mom always do to you when you're a kid? Probbing is getting deeper into a situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So an immature salesperson would just say, social media, how's that working out for you? It's good. And then they just leave it at that. And then there's nothing else you can say or prob. But now, I said social media, who's doing it for you? Oh, this guy's doing it for me and we have a guideline issue. So how's that working out for you? It's good. Like, it's good, huh? Like, how much is it? Then he told me it's only like 1 or 2 a month. That's nothing. Because we generate 20 to 30 a month. So even though he says it's good in his head is 1 or 2 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like let's pretend you're overweight. Let's say you're fat. How's your weight loss going so far? You say it's good. Well, how much weight did you lose? Like 0.5 kilo? Well, man, our client lost 5 kilo. What's good in your head is not necessarily what's good for us, right?
Yeah, true.
Right. But most of them are they convert to a listing. Maybe not necessarily right then and there, but most of them convert to a listing within the coming months of the appraisal.
Okay. All right. So let me be frank with you. I'm talking to at this point of time, I probably have talked to maybe like over 1,000 agents by now. The way that they that is a positioning. Right. It's not. I'm not like some guy. Now I'm like someone who actually talked with a lot of agents before that, and I actually know more than him because I'm pretty sure he haven't talked to 1,000 agents, but I have talked to 1,000 agents. Right. So what you can do is look, man, I'm actually a real estate agent myself. I used to be in the game. and then like it just give a bit of comfort to say who you are, which is not true. Like you're not lying. I'm not lying either. That I spoke with like 1,000 agents by now, right?
Yeah.
The really successful agent that I talk with, the way that they're looking to ramp up their workload, the GCIs is not door knocks or cold call because it's very hard to scale. You have to hire a new people to keep doing that for you. The way that they do that is through social media, right? Because you just pay more to Facebook or Instagram and you get more lead. Therefore, it's increases GCI. It's that simple, right? So, what does that make sense?
Yep.
What my question is, you obviously you can convert. I don't question your conversion rate, but right now your social media generate 1 or 2 appraisals a month, right? That's obviously probably the bottleneck here. Like, what's holding you back from generate like pumping up more volume from that channel? Right now, that's the problem. Like, now that you're here, what's stopping you from getting to there, right? That's a direct question. Like, what is the problem? That's a very direct question, okay?
That'd be good.
No, sorry, you didn't catch it. Jeff, the question is like, what do you feel like holding you back from pumping more volume in that channel, in the social media channel?
I think it's more dollar to return. You know, I was quite consistent with it when I had someone doing it for me. I just wasn't seeing for the effort that we were going into it and for the amount of money I was spending on it, it wasn't returning what I thought it would as quickly as what I was promised.
When you say effort, I know like money is very tangible. Like you spend $10, it's very tangible with money. But when you say effort, what do you mean by that? I can hear my own echo here, Jeff. Do you put me on a loudspeaker or something? I can hear myself speaking. So
that should be better now.
All right, cool. Appreciate that. So when you said effort, what do you mean by that?
Just going back and forth with different types of posts and different ideas and making sure it abides with the Ray White guidelines. And it was promised to me in a very simple and easy way, and it was exactly the opposite, mate. I was constantly correcting things. I was constantly having to delete posts because it didn't meet guidelines. I was constantly having to, I was having people ring me saying, Jeff, there's spelling mistakes in the social media posts. It was just a hemorrhage, mate. It just wasn't working. Makes sense. Well, anyway, look. So there's 2 things. Now is the guideline, is the effort. What's holding him back is guideline and effort. Guideline with Ray White guideline, advertising guideline and effort. So my pitch for the demo is literally say that. Like, just so you know, I'm not reading off any script here. It's listening skill. I pick up keyword about guideline and effort, and I ask him more about that. And I pick up keyword about hiring PA, so I know that he have budget. This just takes skill, bro. Like, you don't get this overnight. I'm doing like this call so many fucking times that I can't blindfold do it when I'm asleep, right? This takes time and this takes skill, but I don't read off any scripts. It's just listening. So just watch that. When I pick up this keyword, I'm going to say it back to him. So because when you dig to the problem, this is not deep enough. It's still surface, but I dig it more on the demo call. And just under 12 minutes, I get someone very close to very open. So now he's telling me about effort and guideline about Ray White. And in the beginning, he was like, yep. It was very close, right? This is just a quick touch base call. I believe we can help you out, man. Would you like me to tell you a bit more? Sure.
So from what I'm listening to you, man, like again, you got strong conversion rate and you got strong goodwill in the area. What you need right now is obviously just to pump up your volume in the social media channel because it's the quickest and the easiest way. And you have 2 problems in the past. That was like the guideline and a lot of back and forth with your posting and stuff. So first of all, we have worked with agent in Ray White before. So the guideline, I can assure you that's not a problem. We actually worked with people in Ray White before. Actually, we're working with people in Ray White right now, not before. And with our strategy is that we pretty much do a handoff strategy. So the agent don't really touch or tell us what to do. We just put in our own campaign, our own ad, and we just guarantee you that you're going to get X amount of appraisal. So the only thing that you worry about is going to that appraisal, attending that appraisal, and secure that listing. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So what we typically do at this stage, mate, when we know we can help someone, we normally invite them to a 45-minute to an hour Zoom call where we actually show you the actual strategy, the nuts and bolts. We show you what's actually working right now in the market, why it worked, how it worked, what it is, and most importantly, who it worked for. Okay?
Yep.
Would you feel like it's appropriate for us to tee up a time to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. What's your calendar looking like?
Nothing this week, mate. It has to be probably Wednesday next week.
Sure. Wednesday could be a tough day for me.
All right, pause. One of the things you know that this is a serious call. One of the things to increase your show up rate is to have a good call like this. Like because I'm asking him like, you know, most immature appointment setters like, hey, how about Thursday 4 p.m. work? And they say, yeah, just put Thursday 4 p.m. And then they book Thursday 4 p.m. and they're not gonna show up because it's like they just want you to fuck off and get off the phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy literally, nothing this week. How about Wednesday? Like for sure, bro. Like if he not gonna show up, he gonna be wanting to reschedule or he gonna be respecting me. Said Vico, I can't make it. You know what I mean? But most likely he's gonna show up because like the call have been done. Huh?
Yeah, because he's the one who asking for the time.
That, but it's also the call is like I'm over his frame. Like I'm the expert now. I'm telling him what to do. Like I say like what you need to do here, man, is that you're gonna need this channel to increase your pipeline. And you act in a professional way, you know, they can't say otherwise. Set up for me. I got so you got Wednesday onward, so Monday and Tuesday don't work for you?
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday, no good.
Okay. Wednesday I can do 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Sydney time. 4 to 5.
Are we the same as you at the moment?
Sorry?
Are we the same time as you at the moment?
Alright, there's nothing else to watch. It's just booking appointment right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have any question about that? About the call flow?
I think it's good. You open him up. At the start, he was very resistant.
Yeah, that take time and skill.
Yeah.
But to increase your show up rate is not to have this fancy automation like most marketers know. You know, oh, I'm gonna set up like fucking 10 reminder to make sure that they're gonna show up. To increase the show up rate is by doing this shit. Like having a good call, set the frame up, like position yourself as the expert, and like he won the call at the end. You know what I mean? So that's how you actually increase the show up rate.
Yeah.
Right, man.
Congrats, guy. You finished and you made it to the end, and I'm gonna keep my promise by showing you this amazing bonus gift. You are gonna get the entire scripts on what we just trained about. The entire script, including our prospecting script, right? So you're gonna get our triage call, which is the script, and this Google Docs link is going to be in the description. So check out our Facebook group in the description as well. There's gonna be a live call example, many of this live call example around that you can just listen to. But this whole training is gonna be there. It's gonna be script by script, word by word on how to actually conduct this triage call with real estate agent. Okay, and on top of that, if you scroll up to the very top, we're gonna give you our bonus sale training free of charge, right? So you guys can actually understand and get through the entire sale process and close like a couple of clients just by this alone. I can promise you, if you put in the work, study it all, you can actually close like 1 or 2 clients by yourself. Here's the final offer. If you're actually serious about growing your business and growing your agency, I would like to offer you a free 45-minute strategy call on how we actually can do that together. By now, you know, if you at a place where you're closing 1 or 2 clients right now and you want to actually scale up to 10, 20K a month, the best time is actually to schedule a strategy call, and with the link below as well, to actually map that out, map the roadmap, map the strategy, and map the execution plan together. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video to the end, and we'll see you in the next one.